and make the best I can. I know you are running away. And I know you think this is the only solution, and that you're not able to face this. ... But you are. You can do this. You are the master of your own destiny. Master of your will. Yeah, I really am running away. I want to stay with you. I don't know how to explain, but I feel we both need to be together. But I don't want to see you involved in the mess that my life became. This is what we are going to do. Every month, we will come back to that pub at the same hour, at the same day, the same hour. Whenever you get to solve whatever you have to, you may find me there. You'll meet someone else less complicated and not as troubled as myself. Look, that might eventually happen, but I am not a stone to die alone, forsaken. But whenever I get to know that you are available, alone, I really feel some pity for the poor guy who might be with me. It was impossible to disguise the smile on my face. I'm gonna grab something to drink. She stood up, filled a glass, and gave me to drink. Gave me to drink. This is not proper English. I am not an English major, but I know how to speak somewhat. Somewhat. Maybe. To celebrate. To finding each other. And to the solution of your problems, which might be, you know what I mean. I looked deep into her eyes, her beautiful smile, her eyes singed through me. I slipped the drink, and blacked out. When I woke up, I was still in the bedroom. But not the same bedroom. It was like the dark reality. The texture was alike, but it was different. Beautiful. And in my chest glowed a weird symbol, emitting a bright blue light. Hello, Faust. She also didn't seem to be the same as before. How are you feeling? Surprisingly well. Well, it makes sense. You just got back a large part of your soul. I thought it was impossible to recover the soul. Please, darling, learn nothing is impossible. There are many ways you can recover your soul. Most of them have to do with sex, and you, honey, just made love to your soulmate. You're not the same as before. Yes and no. Things are not as simple and unified as you would like to believe. You seem nicer. No, I am kinder. Being kinder isn't the same thing as being nicer. Where's Peg? She's already gone. However, she left you a small gift. I took a look at the bright symbol on my chest. What's this? Think a little. That girl. She's a tattoo maker, isn't she? That girl really knew what she was doing. I think she really likes you, giving you this tattoo and everything else. She made a tattoo on me while I was sleeping? She's nuts! And I love it! And I love it! But she was right. You need to stop running away. You need to face that gypsy witch face to face. How should I be able to do that? I hate to repeat what she said to you many times, but you know, Frost. You know. The room returned to normal, and I was alone again. The tattoo on my chest was still there, though it was now black and not shining anymore. Yes, I knew what I had to do. I left my room and walked back to the center of Dublin. I knew I couldn't run forever, but I didn't know how to attract the old woman, the witch. So I decided to do the most obvious thing. I stood in an open place in plain sight. Yeah, that seems pretty good to do. and began to shout, "Witch!" I was waiting for the witch, but who appeared was the man in the suit. "What are you doing, Frost? I know she is always watching me. So if I shout in the same place for a while, I'm sure she will find me." "Witch!" "Don't be stupid, boy. You need to escape." "Escape to where? Until when? If that crazy old witch wants me, she will need to come and get me." "Witch! This is not just about you. If she gets what she wants, many people will suffer." "Witch!" "Stop yelling, boy. I'm not deaf." "Frost, run! Shut up!" She made a gesture with her cane, and the poor man rose above the ground. I can break each one of the... Another gesture, and the dreadful snap as his leg twisted. Bones. His arms began to twist. With small gestures, she made each one of the fingers. With small gestures, she made each one of his fingers twitched. English. Body. Kill you in infinite times, and you still will not have what you deserve for having killed my son. I'm sorry, there was nothing else I could do. As soon as my son gets a new body, we will change the past. Each one of his descendants, yours and your children with that woman, all Frosts, all Fausts, all of them will no longer exist. And my son and you, and my son and I will have had the life that you denied us. She made one last gesture with her hand, and his neck was broken. That woman was dangerous. I hadn't understood what she wanted to do with me. It's nothing personal, but I need you. And if you cooperate, nothing bad will happen to you. My eyes were heavy. I couldn't concentrate. I ended up passing out. I woke up without knowing for how long I'd been sleeping. I was laid down, arms outstretched. Behind my head, a tombstone under an old tree. Around me, symbols drawn with some sort of white powder. Back to me, facing the moon, was the witch. I tried to move, but my body was paralyzed. What is this place? Under the ground, immediately below you, in the same position, are the bones of my son. You are very creepy. It's been too long. Hundreds of years. We waited so long for this moment. Finally, I will be able to fix it all, to make it right, to change the past. And what do I have to do with all of this? When my son died, 666 years ago, I started a ritual. 666 years ago. Ironic. A ritual which last step must be done by him using your body. The body that was supposed to be his. What do you mean by supposed to be his? That man with the green eyes is the father of my son. When he allowed my son to get killed by the church, he broke the fate of our heritage. I was supposed to have grandchildren and great-grandchildren. Instead, I watched the lineage of that woman proliferate. A Catholic woman whom he married. You are a descendant of that man, Faust. Born on the same day of my son, evening of April 30th. You should have been the reincarnation of him. Reincarnation does not exist. As I told you, it makes no difference whether you believe it or not. After all this banter, with selling your soul and other things, you still doubt what you see. I am crazy. I must be crazy. When my son died, I've imprisoned a part of his soul within me. With me. And part of his soul that had bound with that man I've abandoned. The part that is within you. So, is this why you've always felt incomplete? Yes, but you'll be whole pretty soon. Although you won't remember anything. When the soul of my son takes over your body, his personality will proceed over yours. I want nothing of that man in my son. And when I get together again, he will use this dagger to complete the ritual, and history will be rewritten. Why are you doing this only now? It needed to be today. Today is the day that my son died, the anniversary of his death. Happy birthday! I've kept my eye on you for a long time. You remember the first time you saw me? The bus stop? No, that was not... No, the first time. Just a moment before that. We were born on the same day as... Oh. Flashback. Why are you telling me all this? One of the conditions for the ritual is that you know exactly what is being done. Condition I have just fulfilled to the letter. ... I followed you from afar since the day you were born. Incredibly creepy, lady. That is incredibly creepy. And you're the one holding the knife, so I shouldn't say how creepy that is. Oh, I gotta stop for a moment. Until next time, people, we'll finish this.